How's it going, everybody? Um, kind of wanted to do a shorter video today, just so I could kind of keep the train rolling a little bit. But I wanted to talk about the thing that excites me the most about Dawn of Heroes. And normally, like, there are a lot of individual cards that look very powerful, and that's really fantastic. I'll go over all that in the set review before the set actually drops, hopefully. But that's not really why I'm the most excited for the set. I think the card that has me the most excited that's been revealed is this Fenrir. And admittedly, it has nothing to do with the text on Fenrir. If you haven't seen the spoiler yet, Fenrir says that if you choose a forward that costs 2 or less, he essentially becomes free. And then you get to say that a forward you control can't be chosen by summon. So it's kind of like a pseudo summon negate that's free on cheap forwards, which is interesting, especially given that it seems like a very natural home with Rydia, for instance. Rydia tends to be very weak to a lot of water summons. Fenrir could, in theory, give you protection from those summons without you burning your Rydia for the turn to do something like a Mist Dragon, right? But that's not what's interesting about Fenrir. Fenrir is a card that I think will see some niche play over time. I don't think it looks like a format all-star or anything. What does look really exciting about Fenrir is this, which is the H in the rarity corner. So if you're not familiar, usually summon cycles of heroes are the ones that change the game forever. If we go look at, I've gone on FFTCG and I've sorted all of the summons in the game that are hero or higher. And I wanted to just kind of go over and just show how powerful these cards are. Arc is currently a top tier dominating card in the metagame. Medine is not a bad card. It's really good, actually. Continuing further, Mind Flayer has seen very solid success in mill lists, especially, as a way of ensuring that you have more card in deck than your opponent. Odin is a little bit slept on, but it's starting to show up as maybe one of the best summons you can be running in 13 due to a low cost and ability to break Warrior of Light. Hecaton Share is a 2 or 3 of in every deck that's playing Earth right now. This Diabolos is the first of these summons that has not seen any competitive play, mostly because there are better things Win can be doing. This Shiva actually has seen a lot of experimentation because the text on it is extremely powerful. Brynhildr literally redefined how we think about 2CP 5Ks because now all of a sudden they were so vulnerable to a single card. And it goes on. We go back, that was the Opus 15 cycle. So of that cycle, one of them was okay, and one of them has seen no competitive experimentation. The others have all seen very regular competitive play. We go back to Opus 12. Sildra, banned. Odin, very good card that sees play, especially in water lightning decks. Fenrir, very good card, seen a lot of metagame play, particularly with Sophie and in current Earth Water lists. Diabolos has seen a little bit of experimentation, but again, it mostly just means less because Wind is so good. Carbuncle has not had a huge impact. I think it's a little slept on, but... And then Amaterasu literally changed the game forever. It has changed the way we think about fire. It has changed the way we think about the rest of the game. Okay, let's go back to Opus 10. This is the first set that really is not amazing. We have Leviathan, which tends to just kind of be outclassed by Moogle or Poo-Poo. You only see this if you're trying to do something really unfair with the X-Burst. Same with Ramu, a little bit too conditional. Titan sees a little bit of play in Rydia to kind of try to do what Fenrir is doing, but really hasn't shown up in a lot of those lists. But then we keep going. Chocobo. Redefine the game. And then this Ifrit at the time was a super powerful card, in part because of the way Marsh Ritz worked. You kind of would use this as a pseudo 2-for-1. You would attack, kill something when they blocked, and then also you would win the fight because you're now 2k bigger. The Shiva is not very good, unfortunately. Let's go back to Opus 9. This Famfrit, one of the best cards ever printed in Water. Bahamut Zero. This was the big finisher for Lightning for a long time. Mist Dragon. great competitive staple, sees a whole bunch of play. Shemhazai, not so much. I've seen it one time. Zalera is still maybe Ice's best summon, and going like so on and so forth. You can go back a little bit further. A lot of this was before my time. I don't know some of these. Glacia redefined Ice summons for its time period. Let me just kind of take a quick peek and see if there's any other really potent cards from here. Zalera the Death Seraph, Azura, Phoenix, all of these are cards that have the potential to rotate back in. Exodus still will see some competitive plays. Zeromus showed up in some Soiree decks. You get my point, though. When hero summons show up, the game is never the same afterwards. And we've only seen one, and even though it's maybe not on the same level as any of those, compare that to, for instance, the cycle of heroes in Opus 17 that was standard units, where one of those has gone in decks regularly, and only in a specific archetype, right? Monster hero cycles tend to be good, but a lot of these are a little bit more specific. Cerberus fell out after a set. Armin is like good, but doesn't see much play. Two-Headed Dragon is good, doesn't see a ton of play. Hades and Spectral Keeper are like niche cards, right? So like these tend to be these cycles that are the really super impactful broken ones. I don't know if we ever had a cycle of hero backups. I'm actually curious if that's a thing that they've done in the past. Let's go. No, we have not gone for like a full group of hero backups. I'd like to see that sometime. Just give every backup, every color a hero backup. But that's a discussion for another day. That's all I got. Stay classy, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all kind of get to see why I'm really excited. I believe full spoilers should be out probably by the end of this week, because pre-release is coming up soon, and the last card of the week is on Thursday. I don't know when my full set review is going to be out. If it comes out before Limit Break, then I'll have it before then. If not, then y'all might have to wait until after the set is actually out for me to do my full set review, unfortunately. But it'll be better when it's there. So, thanks for watching, y'all.